Hi guys, it's reaction time and it's Michael Ballman, man. Michael Ballman, I absolutely love his voice, man. I mean, he was the singer for Jaded Hard for years and years and years, and now he's got a band called, I don't know about the name of the band. I mean, I could sort of understand it. He's called it Jaded Hard. I don't know, man. It just sounds a bit strange. I suppose when it rolls off the tongue, I just think of Jaded Hard, but you know, I can sort of understand why he's done it as well, but that's cool. The reason for deciding to call it Jaded Hard is his choice. But I think he's had an album out already, and I didn't get to hear that, but now the new album's out. The album's actually out already. It's a bit strange because I don't think he's brought any music out like leading up to the album, no singles, I don't think, but there was one release done on a couple of days ago on release day, which is a bit strange. But this is not the actual single, this is the actual title track. And Ralph, my mate Ralph, of course, who's, you know, been a subscriber for a long time, and I can say he's a proper mate of mine, and we get along really well. Do you know what I mean? We talk about music all the time. Seems you know, I know he's a nice guy, he really is to me. You know, he's one of these people that, you know, you just easily get along with chatting online and stuff. We've actually had a face-to-face as well, so online of course, but what a great guy Ralph is. And he suggested Jaded Hard, Michael Ballman's Jaded Hard, and the title track Power to Win. So I thought, yeah, cool, man. I mean, although this ain't the single, now the album's out, might as well react to something that Ralph has suggested, because it's probably going to be fucking good. And there you go. So I mean, Jaded Hard themselves, when Michael Ballman was with them, they were one of the few bands that were sticking, you know, all the way through that rough period. I think, did they start in the early 90s, I think? And they stuck with that music that we loved out of the 80s. They didn't give up, and they produced some of the best melodic hard rock you would hear in that time. It was just absolutely fantastic. One of the standout bands. And of course, Ballman's voice just topped it off. Jaded Hard, now Michael Ballman has left them, has turned into something else, which I'm not too keen on. They're sort of a more heavier, more geared towards metal sort of band now. And I mean, it's up to them what direction they want to go in, but man, I much prefer them with Michael Ballman. So I'm really looking forward to this. And man, he's just got such a brilliant voice. And if you haven't heard Michael Ballman's voice, you're just about to, and you're going to fall in love with it, because it's absolutely fantastic. So Michael Ballman's Jaded Hard. This is called Power to Win. Here we go.
they might say indestructible. Play it harder than they play. You have so much to offer and give. Let them know about you. In the end.
Gonna stop it there, guys. About halfway through, man. I've got to say, before I get onto the song itself, how good does he sound? I mean, I haven't heard Michael Bublé for a little while now. I was half expecting him to sound a bit different as he's getting older. Just sounds like he did on the debut album of Jaded Hard. It's just amazing stuff. What a brilliant voice and unmistakable. I love it when you know who the vocalist is. As soon as they open their mouth, you know that's that vocalist, and Michael Bublé is one of them. So much soul, so much feeling in every word he says. It's just brilliant. I love it. It came in really heavy as well. I was a bit, because I was saying about, you know, I preferred Jaded Heart, the way they were with Michael Bublé in, and now they've gone sort of more towards metal. It came in quite heavy, that, and I thought, oh, here we go. This is going to be a bit heavy, this one, but I mean, the subtlety that it used once it went into the verses with the piano and a lovely sort of galloping bass line, a galloping riff as well before that. It's just perfect, man. It sounds like classic Jaded Heart, and I really miss that band, the way they were. So it's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's just an amazing song, man. It's got a real sort of, that chorus, sort of by the end of the end of the chorus, it sort of grew on me at first. It was sort of in and out. I didn't know where to take it, but by the end I was hooked. That was it. It was absolutely brilliant, but love everything about it. Like I said, the melodic nature of this song, if you want to check out old Jaded Heart, it sounds like this. And that's what I miss. I mean, I think probably Bullman's voice even makes you think of Jaded Heart even more, because it, like I said, it's just so linked to that band. You know, it's just such a characteristic voice that I think you immediately think of that band. I mean, I haven't heard Jaded Heart, the band now, doing any old Jaded Heart songs. They obviously do live, but I haven't found, like, you know, listened to any of them. But I suppose without Michael Bublé, it just wouldn't be the same, because he's got that voice that's just unmistakable, and it just fit with the songs, you know. And I'm really glad he's doing this band. I'm really glad, because it's almost, I'm going to check out the other album. I think they've had one other album out as well. And the album's out now, by the way. Did I say that at the beginning? Power to Win. It's actually out now. So you got to get it, guys, because he's just a fantastic vocalist. They sound like a fantastic band, just bringing back what I miss about Jaded Heart. Here we go for the rest.
To reach everything, 'cause we've got the
What a song, what a voice. Did you hear him at the end there? No power lost in his voice whatsoever. I'm really happy for Michael Bullman as well, you know, because imagine being in a band like through the 90s period and early 2000. I can't remember when he left Jaded Hard, but it would have been in the 2000s, obviously at some point. They produced loads of albums, always stuck to their guns with this melodic hard rock that we love out of the 80s, you know, that sort of sound. I mean, take heed, John Bon Jovi. This is how it's done, by the way, because I've always felt that Michael Bullman's voice is sort of has that slight Bon Jovi sound. Not how Bon Jovi is now, by the way, but how he was, you know, when Bon Jovi first started out. That sort of gruffness, if you like, it's sort of got a similar sound to John Bon Jovi. Not totally, but a little similar. And I sort of, we'll get back on subject. I sort of, you know, you sort of imagine being all the way through that period and trying to make music that, you know, has almost been forgotten about. And then now it's come back around. So I'm really happy that, you know, people like Michael Bullman have stuck to the guns all the way along, but now the music, this sort of music is being listened to and fans are listening to it again. That makes me happy. I love the song. Absolutely loved it. Powerful, uplifting, melodic, catchy, just how I like my music. Absolutely fantastic. Love that song, man. Thanks, Ralph, for suggesting that one, because I probably would have listened to the single, although that's probably brilliant as well. But if it's anything like that, that's just an amazing song, man. Power to Win by Jaded Hard, Michael Bullman's Jaded Hard. Still don't know what to think of the band's name. I really don't, but it sounds a bit strange when I say it. But you've got to remember as well, if you want to go back and watch all the all-killer, no-filler shows, whether you do or not, which is me and some guys on the channel, the Idiots, we talk about favourite songs from years. Jaded Heart are mentioned nearly every time they have an album out from me. Because they were slim pickings as well in those, you know, through that 90s period to find decent melodic hard rock, and Jaded Heart did it. And now Michael Bullman's Jaded Hard are doing it. It's just amazing stuff. Let me know what you think of this, guys, in the comments below. I'll see you soon.